Hello, everybody. How have you been? It's been a while. I'm sorry. I've been that flat out. It's not funny. Bloody cancers and well, these melanomas. I got a melanoma on my head. They got to get rid of it. Anyway, welcome back to the Aussie Veteran. How you been? I'm trying to still sort out this green screen. It's a bit of a tricky one if you're not clued into all this techo and all that. But we'll see how we go. Anyway, I have promised to play the full REN Jenny and Screech. I thought I did, but I didn't actually know it was a trilogy, so I must apologise for that for all the people that do watch my channel. I am going to play this, and then I've got so much more songs from you that have asked me, and I'm incredibly grateful. And I'm going to be playing them because I do like to upload 2 or 3 times a week. I'm going to try and do it more, but I have been flat out. But apologies, but I do need to see the doctors. Yeah. But look, in the first when we first played REN and how shocked everybody was, and it was like, what the hell? He is amazing. I watched a filmmaker, who does cinematography and all that for like Netflix and all these movies that he's done. He's got a channel on YouTube. I can't remember his name, but I just seen it on a reaction, and he's an actual filmmaker. And then he said, throughout the whole thing, through the first song, Hi Ren, he says the cinematography and the guys doing the video, which more than likely just his mates, which I'm assuming again, don't want to make an ass of myself, but yeah. He said it was made incredibly well, and he says it brought a tear to his eye because he also suffers from mental health as well, like a lot of us, and he was blown away. He was really blown away. Now, for a cinematographer to do that's really big in Hollywood. You know, he put up on the screen very quickly, mind you, of all the studios he's worked for and the films that he's done. I was like, for him to say that, I mean, that just goes to show how much creativity this guy actually has. Yes, people are filming him that, but he's the one that's made that, that room. He's the one that's come up with these ideas. So I thought it was brilliant. And to hear other people's reactions, it's crazy how he's gone around the world. I just love him. But anyway, everybody wanted me to play the full song, so I will play the full song. I do apologise. I did cut it off halfway through because I didn't know. I seriously did not know that it was a trilogy. Am I a bit dark or? Oh man, I got to get his colours right. It looks a bit dark, doesn't it? No, that's weird. Well, what are you going to do? But anyway, so he was, I'm blown away a little bit, to be honest, because he can to have that sort of. He's going through mental health. He's got his autoimmune problems, but yet he's still talented enough to put his face out there. I mean, well, I put my head out there for you to all judge me as well, but but we're all the same as me. You know what I mean? Everybody's got problems. I'm certainly not saying I'm the worst, but I've had my fair share. If someone else wants to take a mantle, please. Give me a break. But as long as my face is showing, I'm not too worried. And with the green screen in the back, I'm not worried about that. People can see and hear what I'm talking about. That's the main thing to me. I'm not here to make a superstar of myself and be as good as cinematography as everybody else. And I do have a beautiful little Ozbot AI machine, but still trying to work out the AI part. Seems to do what it wants. That's just me. Anyway, so I'm going to get right into it. 5 minutes. Let's go. All right, this is. I'm just going to play the whole lot from the beginning, like I did before, and to me, I reckon, let's dance. Let's transition. I'll get out of the way a little bit. Let me go play you. Get up. It's a bit crude, so.
It was a quiet dark night in an empty street somewhere in London City. Jenny walked alone, she was dragging her feet. She was heading back home to sleep. Well, she knew this town, she knew this floor, because she walked it about 1,000 times before she wanted to escape. Can you blame? Well, on the very same night, in a different place, there was this hooded young youth by the name of James. He was 14 years old and out of his brain. He'd been smoking ganja with the boys. James, he grew up to be a kid of the street. His mates called him Screech. He was quick on his feet. He was a liar, a thief. At 14 years old, the devil had set his sights on his soul. As Jenny walked home all alone, she felt scared. Usually she was alright, but it was like there was something in the air. A divine intervention telling her to beware. Maybe intuition bugging her and making her so scared. Sirens sound in the distance to the beat of Jenny's feet. A symphony of the night that echoes crime on London streets. Jenny turns a corner, their eyes they meet. Our poor girl Jenny, a boy named Screech. Give me all your money, bitch, give it to me. If you cooperate, then you'll soon be free. I want your purse, your phone, don't fucking look at me. I mean it. Bitch, are you listening to me? Jenny freezes statue like a lady shakes stalactite. Feel like liquid nitrogen in the dark night. She tried to find strength to move, but stayed as still as a statue in high-heeled shoes. What the hell you playing at? You playing games with me? I swear to fucking God, I'll slice the rosy off your cheeks. You think I don't mean it, girl? You don't know me. The last thing you see will be a boy code. Screech reached with the sheath of the blade, with the teeth that could bite through steel and slice concrete. And he swung possessed with the devil in his chest, and the statue she was turned to butter in her breath. It was a quiet dark night in an empty street somewhere in London City. Jenny lay still on the cold concrete. She's found somewhere to sleep. Well, she knew this town, she knew this floor, 'cause she'd walked it about 1,000 times before. I guess that she escaped. It's such a shame.
Language time.
Our story, it starts right at the end of the life of poor Jenny, clocked out like Big Ben. Dear Screech, dear boy, where did he go? He melted into the black night just like snow.
Go on, lad.
Patrick, man. Let me in, please open the door. I think I fucked up Patrick, really fucked up, man, I'm not sure. I got crazy, left this lady lying still on the floor. I think I killed her, Patrick, come on, man, I can't knock no more. But Screech kept on knocking till his knuckles became sore. But there's no sign of Patrick down at number 54. No refuge for our villain, for the bitter hands of fate, with something far more sinister in mind that does away.
He's going to ring his missus now. Language alert.
Hey, babe, you in? No, nothing really, I'm just a bit tired, listen. Can I swing around yours for a few moments? I just really miss you, babe. What the fuck do you mean you're busy? You fucking bitch! For fuck's sakes! Siren sounds approaching like a banshee in the night. The shrill cry of justice cutting like the sharpest knife. But Screech was never one to run, not one to miss a fight. One hand upon his blade, he turned to face the blue lights. Come on then, you fucking cunts, let's fucking have you then. I am Screech, I'm the boss, I'm the ender of men. You think that uniform you're wearing means that you own these streets? These are my fucking streets, and they call me fucking Screech. Richard was an officer who stood at 6'3", working London on the night shift. What he didn't think he'd see was a boy running at him like an animal possessed. With no time to hesitate, he fired 4 bullets at Screech's chest. Our story, it ends right at the start. Young Screech and poor Jenny lying 1 street apart. An officer shaken by the boy that he claimed. 2 bodies lay lifeless, and it's such a shame. It's such a shame.
I think this is where I pulled out last time and I stuffed it up. Like I certainly sort out this camera. Faces white, green, orange. He's a good guitarist, man.
London City, far from pretty, 2005. A lady down in Paddington is fighting just to stay alive. Rhythmic beats and bloodstains, she's our lady weep. She's tired and frail. To set the scene, we must rewind the hands of time for Violet's tale. Violet was a silent girl, grew up with violent starts. Her mother was a drinker and her father was a bastard. Every night he took her tie but never left the room. I'll spare you with the things he did, I'm sure her mother knew. Violet was a silent girl, she moved out at 16. A semi-detached council flat, paid for by a welfare scheme. Packing shelves at Tesco, stacking jars like pickled bricks. She met a boy named Stevie and he was a little prick. Violet was a silent girl and Violet she fell fast. See, Stevie was a wrong un, but he sure knew how to charm her. Every night he took her tie but never left the room. History repeats itself, he paint her black and blue and dark. She never stood a chance. The devil comes to dance. Violet, why are you always so quiet? On her bedroom door and he's irate. He's been drinking and smoking, he's up late. And he stands by her bedside, she shakes, but her eyes stay shut. You fucking slut, I know you're up. And he pinches her eyelids and folds them up. Violet, why are you lying to me, Violet? She stays silent, things turn violent. That's the sound of his fists when they fall like a crashing pilot. Hit like hailstones, one to the collarbone, full force, full blown, blood splat, bone crack, knick-knack, paddywhack, one to the jaw and the tooth spat, detached fist connects and disconnects a bone. A quick deflect to misdirect the blow, but nonetheless his punches met her throat. Such a mess, he's left her bruised and broke. Violet, why you always so silent, Violet? Why you such a little liar, Violet? Do you think I wanna do this, Violet? In character, she stays silent. Well, say something, Violet. Silence. Fucking say something, Violet. Silence. Wait. Say something, Violet. Not one word. She stays quiet. London City, far from pretty, 2005. A lady down in Paddington is fighting just to stay alive. The doctor, in a state of shock, saw something here so very wrong. See, Violet, she was pregnant. Poor Violet, she was 9 months gone. Turning to the doctor, Violet broke her silence and she cried, if I'm to die right here tonight, please let my baby stay alive. The doctor soon regained composure, called the surgeon to come in. As Violet's world turned to black, the curtains closed, the lights went dim. In London City, far from pretty, 2005. A lady down in Paddington just lost the fight to stay alive. A tragedy or a miracle, it happened on these very streets. Two twins aligned side by side. A girl named Jenny and a boy named Screech.
Well, he's done. All right. That was REN, A Tale of Jenny and Screech in full. This time I didn't mess it up, but what I have messed up, and I'm really aggro about at the moment, not aggro, but just a little bit. Oh, see, now colour on my face, that's all right. I think it's got to do with this background. I might get rid of it. Anyway, yeah, because look at my hair. I've got grey hair, and now it looks like I've got some sort of halo around me. Over it. Listen, I'm really happy for this guy. I know he's really tortured in the mind and going through his you know, it's really hard for him. I could only imagine. I mean, mentally, what I'm trying to say, I don't think I'd be able to cope at my current mental level if say I was announced with a disease like that, or the big C, or something like that. I'm really happy that he smashed his GoFundMe page. I'm so am. I mean, what he's wrote is really nice. I hope this guy is really getting help over there in Canada, and hopefully they can sort out this Lyme disease for him, or at least make it as comfortable as possible for him. Or, I ain't no doctor. I don't really know about Lyme disease other than that it attacks your immune system, I think. But you got to think what's going through his head. That battle. He's got to have that battle between not only his own mental health, being in psychosis and things like that, but to make a song, put yourself out there like that, to be judged in any way, it's brilliant. And I'll take my hat off to this guy. I mean, you got to have a big look. I'm going to say it outright. You got to have a set of nuts. You know what I mean? He deserves everything that's going to come his way, and in a celebratory way. I don't mean deserves what he's got. I hope he gets better. I hope they can control it, and I hope he can become a superstar and record labels. He deserves this. He deserves it at a minimum. You know what I'm saying? He deserves it. He deserves a record deal. He deserves all the help he can get, because no matter what you're feeling in your mind, or trapped in your own little mental health. See, with PTSD, like I have, and under that umbrella of PTSD, you've got, your anxiety levels are just like massively like overwhelming, to the point where I used to pass out. But I don't know, that was because I was addicted to drugs and alcohol as well as medication. So it was like a three-way factor for me. And I'm slowly adjusting. I think I'm getting there. Like, I was petrified of putting my face on a camera and going onto YouTube. And look, I'm only a small channel, I know that, and I like it like that, because when I sit here, it's good. It's good therapy for me, because I've just come back from the doctors. I'm not worried about this thing on my head. That doesn't bother me. They'll take a biopsy on Friday, and then the first thing I thought of when I walked in the door is I need to load up. I need to load up, because I want to take my mind off things, because I've been running around all day. And yesterday, I had the grandkids, which was that's the highlight of my life. It really is. And that's what I look forward to in life, is my daughter, my oldest daughter, and my grandchildren. And they're the most beautiful little human beings. And I don't know where this world's going. It certainly doesn't look like it's going in a right direction to me, from my end of thing. But that might be just paranoia and me reading into it a little bit too much. But I mean, China and America are up to some weird things, and all those things. People with mental health really don't care about or think about, because we're too entrapped inside our own bodies trying to sort ourselves out. And that's more important than, I don't give a rat's ass about a balloon getting popped, all this spying and all that. Just stop with it all. The news and the papers and places like that, they need to start focusing on human beings. That's all the news wants to show. It just wants to show bad shit all the time. Why hasn't this guy, for his first song, like REN, why hasn't that been on the news? It's gone it's gone berserk around the internet. I mean, it's on Twitter, it's on Twitch, it's on this, it's on that, it's on YouTube, it's everywhere. Now, why can't they make up a story? Look at this guy, you know, struggling with psychosis, and good on him, and they're not interested. Nobody's interested in the outer world. But people like me and people like others that watch this channel that struggle with mental health in any way, it's you know, it just makes you more angry when you see that shit, and you can't help it because it's on every bloody channel, and that's what gives me the shits. You know what I mean? You can't turn on TV, so you have to go to a streaming site and watch. Just, you know, have a laugh with movies on Netflix or whatever you watch, Stan, Prime. There's so many of them out there these days. I wouldn't have a clue. You know, I had to get. I think I had 5 streaming channels, and I thought, what am I doing? I'm over this. I just stripped it straight back, and Netflix was the first one to go. I'll give you the tip. In Australia, Netflix is horrible, guys. It is dreadful. It is pathetic. But I'm getting wound up myself. But yeah, I just want, you know, like people like us, or people that are, you know, struggling with any sort of mental illness, we don't want to see that sort of stuff, you know, and to be able to get our voices out there, and people and channels similar to this, I've found other channels that do mental health as well, things like that. That's more important to human beings. It's making sure that the rest of humanity are feeling good, you know, or getting the best help they can get, you know, and reporting on good things that happen in this world. You know, I'm just a little bit peed off with the media and all that stuff. I'm over it. I'm over it. They just want to cause division, and it's putting more stress on more people's shoulders. You know, I don't know. It's not happening here in Australia, but I know America. Look, I love the American people. I love them to death, but you know, you've got to stop the media from dividing the nation. You know, they are your enemy. They're dividing a nation, and people that have got mental health have got too much on their plate already. They don't want to be called a racist just because you're whatever, or you know, all these, the gender thing and all that. People are people. We are human beings. Report on good stuff. Make people feel like there's hope out there. Give people a chance to, you know, open up, and instead of, you know, you go to a dinner party or something and it's all gloom and doom and that, you know. Not that I go to dinner parties, but you know what I'm saying. There's a lot of negativity out there, and it's very hard when you've got mental health. This is what I'm getting to. I'm sorry if I'm bumbling, but it's very hard when you've got mental health. It's just, the outside world's almost like torture to me. And I think, oh my God, everything's so wrong. You know, just settle down. Everyone needs to settle down and start caring about each other. And that is my biggest goal. You know, people need to look out for each other, make sure their friends are okay, make sure your family's okay, tell them you love them, tell them, you know, give them a ring. You know, if you've got real mates, like I thought I had, right, you're nothing to certain people that just use you as a laughing stick, you know. I just want to see more happiness in the world. I guess that's what I'm saying. I know I've rambled on a little bit, but thank you to all your supporters and subscribers out there for liking those buttons and reacting to each other and commenting in individually and in, you know, certain places, you know, certain adding their voice to another person's voice in the replies or whatever. That's good. I like that. And and people really do care about it, mental health. And anyway, if I could help anybody, just one person, 2 people, 3 people, that's going to make me feel better and better and better, because that's the only reason I started this channel. I thought, I'm sick of the bad, sick, tired, boring world out there that just cares about media and celebrities, and who cares if a celebrity makes a tweet? Oh, boo-hoo. I'm over it, you know what I mean? So that's why I sort of one of the reasons why I started this channel is because I wanted to tell people my story, and I wanted to connect with people that are in the same position or worse. There's a lot more. I've lost a lot. You read my bio. I'm not hiding anything. And then, some people just, it's very hard to get a message across when you're only a small channel, and you're not really wanting to become 1 million subscribers, you know what I mean? I'm not in it for that. I'm in it to try and help people. I wish there was more positivity in the world. That's what I'm trying to say. All right? So you can forget all the rubbish I've just blobbled on about, but I just want more positivity in the world. Bring down the temperature, and let's look after our families and friends, and don't leave them behind, because the world's only going to get madder and worse. Sometimes I think to myself, is it me that's got the problems, or is it the rest of the bloody world? The governments and all this crap. I don't. I actually feel normal being home, where I can choose what I choose to watch. But if you don't have streaming, or you're only on YouTube, and the free version or whatever, or if you're on premium package or whatever it is, it's a great platform to have a laugh and smile. YouTube is brilliant for that. You can get on there with funny cats and dogs. If you're feeling really mad, upset, and your stomach's all tied up in a knot, man, just chuck on funny shit, clips, compilations, whatever they're called, you know what I'm saying? Funny animals and dog videos, they crack me up, because I'm a dog lover. I love dogs mentally. I just love dogs. And my Jackie boy, he's my best mate. He is a champion, that boy. I just love him. He's he sleeps 20 hours a day, so he gets up, he has a fight with me, and has his dinner, drinks about 50 litres of water. He does, he's a big bugger. And that's why I've made this channel. I just want to see a bit of positivity. But if you find yourself getting all wound up, just hit something on YouTube. Go to Netflix or Stan, whatever you're watching, and watch a movie. Don't watch the news. Don't get boiled up in politics like I have been. I've been really mad about politics, and now I'm starting to think to myself, you're an idiot. You need to let go of the shit that you have nothing to do with, and worry about getting your own life in order, and then try and help other people. And that's exactly my mindset at the moment. I'm not worrying. I'm not going to listen to any outside rubbish. I am just going to concentrate on myself and this platform right here. And if I can help some people, beautiful. That's all I want to do. If I can tell people it will be okay, you can manage. But the first biggest step you've got to take is you've got to admit you've got a problem. There's something wrong. Even if you can't put your finger on it, you go and speak to a psychologist. And if it's too big for a psychologist might say, I'll put you onto a good friend of mine. He's a psychiatrist. He'll be able to get you. There's lots of help out there. Just put your hand up. Please, just put your hand up. Don't try and battle this alone, because mental health is no joke. It's no joke, and there's no stigma attached to it. There should not be one bit of stigma attached to it, in my opinion. All right? I do not. If someone says to me, "Are you doing okay?" I say, "No, I've got problems. I've got problems. Not your average day. I can't pay the bills. I can't pay this. I'm a bit stressed. Not them problems. I mean, they're way down here compared to what I'm feeling up here. You know what I mean? Yes, it does add a little bit more pressure when the bills and all that come in. I understand all that, and people struggle in life, and I understand all that too. But to deal with that sort of stress on top of your mental health issues, it combines it into a horrible state where you think, there's just, what's the point? I can't pay my phone bill, I can't do this. And you do take it to heart, because we're not thinking in a, it's not like people that don't have any mental health issues at all. I'd like to meet one, because everybody feels something. Whether it's a bit of anxiety or a bit of wariness of other people, a bit of paranoia going to the shopping centre, because it's a mad, mad world. People are crazy. And then you got me, who is crazy, literally. Well, not, you know what I'm trying to say. I just want a brighter world, a brighter future, and a brighter place. And there should be no stigma around mental health. You got to put that hand up. That is the first beginning. That is the beginning of healing. Putting your hand up. That is the very, very first beginning. And you will heal. It might take a long time. But if you keep on doing and doing and doing and doing. I've been sober since 2017. So from 2005 to 2017, for me, was just a blur. A real blur. And now I can actually see in 3D, which is, trust me, when you've had your eyes glazed over for so long, it's like 2D. Now I can actually see colours and vibrant things, because I've got away from all that alcoholism and drug, like dirty scum drugs. Yes, I was on all that. But the first thing, I did put my hand up. Yes, I was in hospital in a coma, and then when I come out of hospital, when I was in hospital, when I was awake, I did say, I need help. And that's when things started rolling, and within 2 weeks, I think I was in military hospital getting sorted, and that was in 2017. And I worked my ass off up until then to buy 3 homes and all this sort of stuff, And now I'm down to 1 home, very happy. I'm on the beach, but it's a scary world out there for me still. And I'm still trying, and I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep on trying and keep on trying, because, 1, I've got a beautiful daughter and 4 beautiful grandchildren. And that's it. I've got my mother and father still. Dad's had some problems, but he's going fine. I look after them. I've got a 2-story home. I mean, they put up with my shit for 18 years, and then all the crap that I put them through with drugs and alcohol. Oh, my God. It's only fair that I, look after I want them to pass away in the home in their sleep. I don't want them to rent a house and be alone, and I'm not down with that. I love my family too much, and that's number 1 to me, and it should be to everybody in the world. It should be number 1, family, your friends, your loved ones. That's what matters, and they're the people you tell when you are hurting. That's it. I hope you liked today's show. I needed to apologise for the last REN video that I did, but I'm sorry for babbling on a bit. It has been a longer one than I wanted to, but I think it's an important message to get across. The world needs to start looking at a happier place instead of focusing all media and all that on bad things, because it doesn't do anyone any justice. It just makes people angry or mad or paranoid or whatever. When people have got real life problems, they're the problems we need to sort out. I love you all. I can't say any more than that. I love you all. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. You are incredible people. I love you so much. Peace out, Aussie.